Good morning, everyone. Thank you for watching Atlanta & Company. I'm Christine Pilara. Finding a lawyer to represent you in a personal injury or workers' compensation case can be difficult, but that definitely won't be the case when calling the professionals at the Griffin law firm. They get good people, great results. And back with us this morning is founder Richard Griffin. Welcome back, Richard.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
Well, okay, this morning we're going to dive right in because apparently there are a lot of reasons why people will say they don't want to hire an attorney. And we're going to kind of go through those reasons.
Sure.
You're going to debunk some myths here.
Okay.
And one of the reasons you explain is that they don't want to litigate. So talk more about that.
Right. There is a lot of people, they may not want the delay of litigation. They may be afraid of being in a courtroom. They may not want to go through that and go through the pressure of that. Well, those people sometimes won't hire an attorney because they think they have to litigate if they hire an attorney. Well, the good news is, you know, my clients, they're going to be in the driver's seat. I'm going to give them all of the information they need to make the wise decision. But if they want to settle for the top offer, that's what we're going to do. And if they want to litigate, if those offers are unreasonable, then that's what we'll do as well.
But they're the client. You're always going to defer to them.
They are. That's correct.
All right. Another reason I find this one hard to believe is it says that people believe they're going to get an unfair advantage. I thought a lot of people out there like having an unfair advantage. So what do you mean by that?
Well, there are a lot of people that are concerned about the harm they may do to the negligent driver. They may be afraid they're going to end up taking all their personal assets or they're going to ruin them. They may think that hiring an attorney means that they're going to have an unfair advantage, that they're going to get more than they deserve.
Wow, there are actually people out there who think that.
There are. Now, the
that's
truth,
good to know.
Yeah. The truth of the matter is that hiring an attorney, it enhances the value a lot because we're going to document the case for them. We're going to make sure they get the treatment they need, whether they have health insurance or not. We're going to make sure all the insurance company policies are identified. We're going to do a lot to negotiate and to litigate when necessary to make sure they get fully compensated. But hiring an attorney really just evens the playing field. That
Sure.
adjuster has the advantage if they don't lawyer up and have that protection.
Right, and go back to the point about they don't want to go after the negligent driver. Again, I would say that's surprising, but that's good that there are good people out there that that you have run into that actually are concerned about that. You know, that thinking, gosh, am I going to ruin this person for the rest of his or her life?
Right.
So explain more about that one.
Well, it's one of those things where people have insurance. The law says you have to have insurance.
Right.
You have to have at least $25,000, but a lot of people have a lot more than that, or they may have umbrella policies. Insurance is there to compensate and pay when you make a mistake and injure somebody else. So that's the system we have, and it doesn't mean that you have to take someone's belongings or garnish their wages or any of those things. And again, the driver, you know, is going to be the client. So basically, the insurance companies and identifying those, that's where the good recovery is going to be. And even if you did try to go after the personal assets, they can always bankrupt and other things that would make it difficult to ever collect.
Okay, got it. Another reason people often don't want to hire an attorney is because they don't want to pay attorney fees, correct?
That is correct. You know, a lot of people, you may decide to try a home project, you know, go to Home Depot, you know, do your own plumbing, whatever. You know, that can be a mistake even in that setting.
Sure.
Trying to represent yourself in a personal injury case or a workers' compensation case can be a disaster. You can easily, in attempting to save thousands of dollars, you can lose hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
In fact, I had a client that called, and it was a potential client when he called, and he got hurt at the University of Georgia. He was a motorcycle rider. He got hit and injured, fractured his ankle, had to have surgery. Now, the adjuster said the policy limits are $30,000. You settle for $30,000. Well, you know, he said something seemed wrong about that. He just wasn't sure. He called me up. He hired me. Turned out that there was $100,000 worth of coverage. And he was furious because he had been told specifically that it was $30,000. Well, that would have been a $70,000 mistake if he was trying to save himself some money on the attorney fee.
Right. I look at it like you're earning your attorney fee by getting the best situation that you can for your clients. So, you know, it just is what it is. So don't let that be a reason not to hire an attorney is the whole point. And also another reason you say is a lot of people have had bad experiences in the past.
They have. You know, a lot of times they may feel like they weren't treated the way they should have been treated, with respect. They weren't kept in the loop. You know, communication. A lot of times people call up and say, my attorney never called me. I couldn't get him on the phone. All I got was voicemail. You know, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't get copies of what was sent out. Those are all problems with the communication that they have with their attorney, or they may not get along with the attorney. You know, you need to find somebody not only who's a good attorney, but who's going to fit what you need and what you want. The Griffin Law Firm, our slogan is good people, great results. So we're going to try to give the best possible customer service and great results. It's important that we deliver the best possible results. Well, a good way to verify that, because it's one thing to have a good slogan, but it's another to be able to look for yourself. I encourage people to go to the website at 877painlaw.com and look at the client testimonials. You can watch videos and read them, and there's hundreds of client testimonials where actual clients will tell you how they felt like we were honest, hardworking, good communication, ethical, and got great results.
And we have one of those testimonials right here. Let's hear what one of your happy clients had to say.
I didn't want to hire an attorney. I didn't want to call an attorney. I didn't want to be that guy. I just wanted them to do the right thing. But sometimes, unfortunately, in life, people and insurance companies and people, they don't do the right thing. So me by myself, without knowing the law or having the knowledge of how the process works, I had no choice but to turn and call an attorney. And I'm so glad that I called Richard Griffin Law Firm, and they did a wonderful job. And so for those reasons, I would tell any of my friends or family, when in doubt, you need to call Richard Griffin Law Firm.
And tell me more about that story.
Well, he was an EMT, and he was on the job in his ambulance when they got rear-ended. He was one of those guys who had like we talked about. He didn't want to be that guy to hire an attorney. He hoped that the insurance adjuster would just do the right thing. Well, he was on the job when it happened, so he had a workers' compensation claim and a personal injury case because a negligent driver who was not a coworker injured him on the job. So there's a lot of complications, and we love to help people and help them on both claims, because if you have one attorney to be able to work both, it can really guide you through that. He's one where, he hoped not to hire us, or hire an attorney. But he was really glad we were able to help him. And, the workers' comp adjuster basically denied his claim, and we were able to get him a great settlement on that. The personal injury was trying to make a big deal about a small gap in care where he didn't go to the doctor right away. He hoped he wouldn't need to.
He didn't need it, right.
And so he hired us and was really pleased with the results of both the claims.
Fantastic. Thank you. This has been great information. And you have a special for Atlanta & Company viewers, right? I
do. It's important. Give us a call. You can visit the website and use the Contact Us form, or you can call, and I will personally talk to you about your case, answer all of your concerns, let you know what your case is worth even, and how we can help you get that recovery. Doesn't cost anything, but it makes a huge difference. You should at least get that information. You can make the decision then. Another thing that I think might be very helpful is to put the phone number, the 877-PAIN-LAW, in your phone. We have had people do that, and they didn't need me right then, but later they did, and they were right there in their phone, and they could call us, and we could help them.
That's a great idea, Richard. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure having you.
And
again, if you would like to learn more about the Griffin Law Firm, as he said, pick up the phone, give them a call. It's 877-PAIN-LAW, 877-724-6529, or log on to their website. Just like the phone number, it's 877painlaw.com. And this segment was paid for by the Griffin Law Firm.